morning you all kind of got up in the morning and you were good democratic activists who cared about your fellow citizens, who cared about your country. But you know what you are now? You're healthcare justice fighters. Yeah. You're healthcare justice fighters, because that's what we're fighting for. Is healthcare a basic right? Let me see some of the signs. Everyone put their signs up.
All right.
I mean, look at some of these. ACA keeps my husband alive. Save our coverage. Heal America. Tax Wall Street. Obamacare. So did I. How much did Obamacare?
Yeah.
I mean, to do something as transformative as this. There's a John Lewis sign over there. If we let this Congress repeal the Affordable Care Act, the person who's going to sign it into law started his campaign by insulting John McCain and is starting his presidency by insulting John Lewis. I mean, come on. Come on. That's why we have to fight. Right? Because the Republicans are not amending the Affordable Care Act, right, to build on its strengths and overcome some of its weaknesses. I mean, healthcare is a sixth of the economy. Right? We reformed it. Right? There are things we can do. Are they doing that? Right. Are they, right? And one of the things you should do, right, because if you were fixing this thing, one of the things, hey, here, that's what I'm going to say here. If you were fixing these things, one of the things you would do is let the government negotiate drug prices. Coming to Congress, right, and amending the Affordable Care Act, building on its strengths and doing things like that, we'd be the first in line to support them, right? Or if they were repealing this thing, but they had some other fabulous health care law, right, that they had worked on for 8 years, instead of saying no to President Obama on everything he wanted to do, if they had shared it with the American people, if they had let people comment on it, and it was good, and it did the three things the Affordable Care Act did, which is to insure 20 million people, to make sure the quality of health care, particularly for women. I have 4 daughters. I care a lot about this issue. And it lowered the cost of health care. No one talks about that. Health care costs as a percentage of our economy are finally not going up faster than inflation. If they had a plan to do that, we'd be supporting it. No. What do they have? They have a cold, hard repeal. And let the chips fall where they fall. That's their plan. And why are they doing it? Why are they doing it? I'm going to tell you another reason they're doing it. Because they've been lying for 8 years. Right? They've been lying for 8 years about this law. They haven't had the courage or the conviction to tell their constituents what this law is doing for them. They haven't had the determination to work to improve this law. They've been lying for money and they've been lying for politics, and now they're going to go through with it. And that's why it's so important that we have this fight. See, the Affordable Care Act was on the ballot in 2 national elections. People forget about that. This was on the ballot in 2012. Yeah. If you don't think the whole election between President Obama and Mitt Romney was about the Affordable Care Act, you're forgetting what the world was like 4 years ago. Right? We voted on this as a country. We voted on this as a country. And then guess what? We voted again on it this time. And who got more votes? Yay! Who got more votes? Yay! All right. So we're in a tough spot in the Congress. We're in a tough spot in the Congress. We're in a tough spot in Washington. But we're not in a tough spot outside of Washington. Because we got you. We got healthcare warriors who are fighting for justice, who are willing to turn out and tell the American people what's really going on with this law and what's at stake if we let this be repealed. That's why we got to be here. Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Ready to fight? Yeah! God bless you all.